Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to review this Age of Imprisonment website from Nintendo. So I saw the post on Twitter and I clicked the link, and this is pretty interesting, and there's a lot of stuff that I haven't seen at all. So let's scroll down, but before that, just want to let you know I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. As of recording this video, I am 9 subscribers short of reaching my goal. I plan on getting this game in Thanksgiving, and so I also plan to stream this game soon as well. So if I can reach 100 subscribers before Thanksgiving, then this could be a 100 subscribers special, my first stream. But with that said, let's continue. And first of all, the price, $70. Right now it's just usual for games. Pretty unfortunate. I wish if it's like 60, like Age of Calamity, but it's pretty ambitious game as far as I can tell. So, fight the war for ancient Hyrule. Battle hordes of enemies in the untold story of the imprisoning war. Experience the complete true story of Demon King Ganondorf's invasion that was briefly shown in The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. So okay, experience the complete true story of Demon King Ganondorf's invasion. When they said the true story here, they are implying that this game is like a canonical tale. They said this countless times. This game will be canon, and so I can believe this game will be canon, but I'm not gonna 100% confirm it until I play the game, and that wouldn't be the case for a really long time, cause I'm not getting this game during launch, and I plan on avoiding spoilers, but I think I might get spoiled here and there, but I will try to avoid spoilers. Oh, sorry about that. And here it says, defend the land from the Demon King. Fight your way through seemingly endless waves of enemies for control of ancient Hyrule. And then here it says, fight as legends. Prepare for your loadout and step onto the battlefield as Prince Zelda, King Hyrule, and other legendary heroes. And so, yeah, again, this is just basic stuff, most of them which we kinda know. And then the Sync Strikes too. We kind of read about them. The Sync Strikes are powerful attacks performed by two allies working together. And yeah, different allies will have different Sync Strikes. And then this one. I don't think we saw this scene. So this is counter with unique skills. So the unique actions. This is kind of like a counter attack. And so Zelda does multiple moves, and that like weakens the weak point gauge. Like, it's severely exposed and it's weaker than usual, and we see a lot of cracks as well. So yeah, this is a pretty cool move. I don't think we saw that in Age of Calamity. And so we got a bunch of screenshots here, and I think most of them and then this one, yeah, the Korok and the Link construct, I think we saw that in the most recent trailer. And then this one, it appears that Hyrule is fighting Moktarok, I believe. And yeah, the Twin Rova here, Ganondorf. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. But now, the Zona devices. This is where we see the new stuff. Or at least new gameplay. So you see here, this one, the Korok uses the Klamo. He uses the flamethrower, and looks pretty cool, the animations. And I believe this takes place in Elden, but I mean here it says rescue Hylian captains, and then we see the Link construct here as well. And so overall looks pretty cool. We had a flame emitter, and then the time bombs. You see here, Minoru throws a time bomb at the frogs, and yeah, this thing's lagging. But yeah, it explodes. Yeah, time bomb, again pretty cool. And then rocket, okay. We did see a screenshot of Goron doing that. The objective here is to defeat the boss bokoblin, as you see here. So the boss bokoblins will indeed return, but we probably knew that before. And yeah, and this thing's frozen again, but you see the Link construct dashing through. That looks pretty cool. And then yeah, the battery. So the batteries here, you could use the battery to gain like extra additional battery uses, but overall the mechanics are done pretty well. And then there's supposed to be even more. Okay, the characters. Now look at this cutscene. This is Zelda's special attack, I believe. And so like she uses her sword, like she brings out the light from the sword. And then we got Rauru. Now, this one, Rauru, the attack, it's pretty unique, but I want to talk about Rauru later. But then we got Sonia. Like, when they, right here though, this is really interesting for the plot, and oh shit, this is really interesting for the plot. Here it says she carries a secret stone and wields the power of time. When they mention the secret stone, this is kind of like the foreshadowing of what Ganondorf would do to Sonia. That's what I believe. I mean, those who play Tears of the Kingdom, we already know that. But then we got Minoru right here. Right here we see Minoru do a special attack with a spike ball. Looks pretty cool. Got nothing much to say. Ganondorf. Okay, look at this. Look at this. The Twin Rova standing in front of Ganondorf, and then another Gerudo. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. And then we got, I mean, here it says Argoston, but for some reason they showed Rafika's photo here. But Argoston's special attack looks really sick. He pounds the floor, and goddamn, this. Yeah, he pounds the floor, and then, yeah, that looks really sick. And then Kia, the special attack, and Laneru or Akala. Yeah, that looks really cool as well. And then on Argoston's page, we see Rafika. So they mixed up those two. But Rafika's special attack looks really cool, and I believe we saw a screenshot of this. Like, I'm not too sure, or maybe that was his weak point smash. And then RD. We only see RD unmasked. But, yeah. Looks pretty cool. And the cutscenes, I believe we saw screenshots of those, or we saw some in the previous trailer. And then Lenalia. Here, right here it says, though she can come across as easygoing, her ability to get things done has made her one of Rauru's most trusted attendants. She also bears curiosity for all things mystical and frequently jots down observations in her journal. So like she kind of like analyzes everything that she witnesses. This one though, here, we see Lenalia with Zelda. She ties Zelda's hair, or probably puts that bracelet on her forehead, or like does something to her hair, but looks pretty cool. And then Kalamo. Yeah, we saw that in the Nintendo Direct, the weak point smash. We saw that, and I went over this. I made a short on this, so yeah. But last but most certainly not the least, the mysterious construct, a construct that can transform and take to the skies. So I believe that this construct could bring the characters to the Sky Islands. But look at the scene first. Look at the scene. Look at the attacks, the special attacks. They're just Link's animations. They're just Link's animations. And right now it's frozen, But look at this. There are just Link's animations. You know, that means that he would resemble Link. He would represent Link in Age of Imprisonment. And especially since this game is canon. But yeah. And then here it says the game share. We saw that in the Nintendo Direct. And look at this, Argoston Unmasked. We see it right here. That's pretty cool. And then amiibo compatibility as well. I wonder if we can use the 4 current stage amiibos. I mean, if this game's not canon and we'll see them, then we could definitely use them. And then save data bonuses as well. But first, I want to show you this video. So, Rauru does this attack, but look at this part. Just look at this part. You see who this person is? She's one of the Twin Rova. She's one of the Twin Rovas. I don't know how to pronounce her name correctly, so I'm just gonna call her Twin Rova. She is participating in this along with Rauru. This is the most interesting part. Like, we get to see them battle the monsters. Now, she could just be part of the army, you know, along with the Gerudo, but we see a lot of Gerudo. We see a lot of Gerudo from Ganondorf's army, not from the normal Gerudo army, not from Ardi's army. They look like Ganondorf's Gerudo people. So this could indicate like this is during the time where Ganondorf allies with Rauru before his betrayal. Because we see one the Twin Rova here, or we see both of the Twin Rovas here. But it's really cool to see that those two present, but there's another possibility. The Twin Rova probably went against Ganondorf, because these are Gloom enemies right here. I didn't pay attention first, but that could be another possibility. The Twin Rova probably turned against Ganondorf just like Ardi and other Gerudos. Because Ganondorf now, like, he wants to destroy the world and make himself the ruler with his demon army. And so that's why the Twin Rova probably turned against him. And it's really cool, and I hope that they can be playable. I believe they will be playable as a joint characters. But, I mean, anything is possible at this point. Really cool to see them present here. Either this is during, like, when Ganondorf vows to Rauru before his betrayal, or this is when, like, the Gerudos turned against Ganondorf. Either way, this is a really interesting scene, and this could indicate that Twin Rova is indeed playable in this game. But that's all I could find. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this webpage? I'll send this link in the description. But if you like this video, hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. With that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.